Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is just going to be for those people sticking around, this is going to be a short video with the aim of really helping cybersecurity folks' career progression and what is going to be needed, what's expected, what's essentially going to be demanded in today's market to stay at the forefront, to be maximizing your career and so on and so forth. It's no secret that with AI, automation, everything in general, that things are moving quick, and the gap between the people that are absolutely killing it and the people that can't get off the market is going to be getting bigger and bigger. And I just think more than ever, you've just got to be absolutely on point. And what do I mean by that? If you're, for example, a SOC analyst, and you're telling me that you're really getting into offensive security, the red team side of things, but then we go and have a conversation about various different frameworks like Cobalt Strike, Sliver, Myth-X, Nemesis, and you can't engage in that conversation, that's probably going to be a bit of a problem. You know, if you're telling me that you're getting into hacking Active Directories, and we talk about BloodHound or SharpHound and talk about the fact that it's great to use for mapping out ADs, but it's pretty noisy, so you're going to use it towards the end of a red team engagement as opposed to the start. If you can't engage in those conversations, you know, that is a problem. And the reason I'm saying this is it's surprising when I'm getting on candidate calls, if I'm ringing people I know this is not applicable, but if I'm going out to market, so to speak, and I'm looking at profiles on LinkedIn, people look great on paper, resumes that are attached on LinkedIn look great, and then I'm engaging in conversations and I'm just digging a little bit deeper, and it's surprising how many things are on people's resumes. And as soon as you dig, just not even deep, as soon as you do any form of digging, the knowledge isn't there, and it's just on the resume for the sake of being on the resume. And I think looking on the positive side, if you're watching this and you're absolutely all over it, you're on it with your, with Portswigger Web Academy, Hack the Box, Try Hack Me, Hack Tricks, Udemy, whatever it is, there's so much information out there. If you're using AI to break different exploits down and watch them being rebuilt in front of you and stuff like that, as well as doing it manually, practically yourself, I think there's never been a better time. If you're up for it and you're on it and you're passionate, I think there's never been a better time to separate yourself from the bulk of the market, because the bulk of people just aren't doing this. I had a really good conversation yesterday with a friend of mine. She's a chief people officer at a pretty well-known company in the US, and we were both, two recruiters chatting away, we were both chatting for about an hour about this. We were actually going through some specific examples in the threat intel space. She's working on a threat intel vacancy at the minute, really nice salary, about 250, 275 on the base, looking for someone really, really on point. And just talking about when you start digging about, how do you buy something on the dark web? Talk me through your process, what goes down. And people just can't answer a lot of those questions. So this isn't me kind of like putting a video out there to knock people. By the way, I see this in the compliance space all the time. When I'm recruiting for people that need SOC 1, SOC 2, NIST 853, CMMC, it's surprising how many people say they have the knowledge on those frameworks, but it's just not good enough, or they just can't articulate frameworks like NIST 853, which is the mother of all frameworks in the security compliance space. So this isn't a video of me going, complaining or knocking people. This is a video to say, if you are on it, if you are up for it, I feel like the opportunity is greater than ever. And by the way, the salaries for the types of people that I'm talking about that are on the right side of everything I'm mentioning, the salaries are just going up and up and up. If you've got the knowledge on all the things I've mentioned, and you can refine your communication skills, and you can articulate risk pretty well and get to the point. What I mean by that, by the way, is get to the point, be very clear and concise, like the opportunity is bigger than ever. I hope that's helpful. I was trying to make this video short and I've rabbited on, but I hope it is helpful because there's so much information out there, and if you're on it, it's an exciting year. See you all soon.